Hey, what's the matter, Ranveer? You look so sad?
Don't ask, Riya. I think I have lost it.
Hey, one should never give up. Surely there has to be a solution to your problem. Tell me, what happened?
You know, today at the inter-school math quiz competition, I successfully cleared 5 stages, but missed clearing the final 6 stage.
Cleared 5 stages? That's quite an achievement. You should be super happy. Now, quickly tell me, where did you get stuck?
It was a very simple question of finding the square root of a number 7569. I know how to find the square roots by prime factorization and the division method, but I had only 10 seconds to answer it.
Oh, let me tell you how to find the square root of a perfect square number quickly. Now, that's a cakewalk and I am going to show you how. Come Ranveer, let's watch this video.
We have already seen how to find the square root of a perfectly square number by factorization and division methods. Now we will learn a new method. This is the Bilokanam method. Using this method, we can orally calculate the square root of a 4-digit or 5-digit number. However, there are a few things we have to keep in mind. Look at this table. The first row shows the numbers from 1 to 10. The second row shows the squares of the numbers in the first row. Finally, the third row gives the digit sum of each square number in the second row. This result obtained from the table is important. It gives us the digits in the ones place of the square number for each square root number. Remember these 3 points. Any number that ends with 2, 3 or 7 cannot be a perfect square. The number of digits of the square root of a number is the same as the pair of digits of the square number. If the digit sum of a number is 2, 3, 5, 6 or 8, then the number cannot be a perfect square. With these in mind, we can find the square roots of numbers easily. Let's begin by finding the square root of 4624. Remember the 3 points we saw just now. There are 2 pairs of digits. This means that the square root will contain 2 digits. The right pair gives the digit in the ones place, and the left pair gives that digit in the tens place of the square root. The ones digit of the right pair is 4, so the digit in the ones place of the square root will be 2 or 8. The nearest square numbers to 46 are 6 and 7. 6 squared is 36 and 7 squared is 49. Since 49 is greater than 46, we take 6 as the closest square root of 46. Therefore, 6 will be in the tens place of the square root. So, is the square root 62 or is it 68? By the Ekadikena Purvena method, we know that the square of 65 is 4225. Since 4624 is greater than 4225, the required square root must be greater than 65. Therefore, the square root cannot be 62. It must be 68. The square root of 4624 is 68. With the help of the Vilokanam method, we can find the square roots of perfectly square numbers in this way.
That was indeed interesting.
So Ronvi, you always need to keep in mind the 3 golden rules of finding the square root of a perfect square number. The 3 golden rules are: any number that ends with 2, 3 or 7 cannot be a perfect square. The number of digits of the square root of a number is the same as the pair of digits of the square number. If the digit sum of a number is 2, 3, 5, 6 or 8, it cannot be a perfect square. Now Ronvi, try to find the square root of the number that you missed out on answering at the last stage of your competition. That is 7569. And let's see, how long do you take?
It's 87.
Whoa Ranveer, you cracked it in nearly 6 seconds. And now let's see, how did you do it? Square root of 7569. There are 2 pairs of digits. This implies that there are 2 digits in the square root. Right pair is 69. So the units place has to be 3 or 7. Left pair is 75. Closest square root to it is 8. Because 8 square is 64, that is closest to 75 and less than it. Whereas 9 square is 81, which is more than 75. Therefore, 10's place is 8. Thus, square root is either 83 or 87. Do you remember that the square of 85 is 7225? 7569 is greater than 7225. This implies that the square root of 7569 has to be 87. So Ronvi, do you remember what the video stressed on? Vilokanam, that means observation.
Observation in math?
Many a times a problem can be solved by mere observation, that is Vilokanam.
Is that so?
Yes, but we follow the same conventional procedure to obtain the solution. On the contrary, the hint behind the sutra enables us to see the problem as a whole. So, in this method, we just have to find the pattern and finally solve the problem by just Vilokanam.
I am still lost.
Okay, let's take this equation. X plus 1 upon x is equal to 5 upon 2. Can you find the value of x?
Yes, why not? Simplify and factorize.
Excellent! Your basic concept is clear. But did you notice the elaborate time-consuming process? And it will be of no help in formative tests like a quiz.
Oh, I see.
So normally, without noticing the logic in the problem, the conventional process solves the problem in a way mentioned by you. But by Vilokanam, that is observation, the equation x plus 1 upon x is equal to 5 upon 2 can be visualized as x plus 1 upon x is equal to 2 plus 1 upon 2.
You cannot change the question.
You know your mathematics well. Is 5 upon 2 not the same as 2.5, which is nothing but 2 plus 1 upon 2?
Oh yes, I still do not get the point.
Vilokanam.
Observation.
Yes. Can you visualize the solution now?
Is the value of x 2 or half?
Bingo. So, if you have to find the square root of a perfect squared number, keep the following points on your fingertips. Observe the table. The 3 golden rules are: number 1, any number that ends with 2, 3 or 7 cannot be a perfect square. Number 2, the number of digits of the square root of a number is the same as the pair of digits of the square number. Number 3, if the digit sum of a number is 2, 3, 5, 6 or 8, it cannot be a perfect square.
Hey dear, thanks. It was indeed a great help. Now I am confident to cross all stages of my competition.
See, I told you, there's always a solution to any problem. So, never give up.